Alright, well I'm gonna attempt to talk for like 17 minutes because that's how long this video is. This is the pirate ship build. It's like the biggest pirate ship I've made, so just gonna kind of show you guys the builds, and you're getting to see the design of it now. Though it has changed a little bit, but I'm gonna show you the basics. And then as far as the decorating and all that, that's going to be how you want to do it. This is just how I wanted to do it. An update has come out since I made this video. You can actually play the piano now, so that's kind of cool. Yeah. Oh, one thing I will say that I did mess up on is I did not get the building of the base of this boat recorded. So what I'm going to tell you is I use frost pine always on the base. I used I think 3 or 4 wide on the 16 by 16 piece, and then as you get to the top I just bring each piece in a little bit and kind of tear it out. As you can see, bring them in a little bit. You got to keep everything even. And then you gotta start building the outside, and I use the wood for that because I wanted the pirate ship look. And what I'm doing is you get two on and 2 off there, so you're just kind of overlapping off there a total of 2 nodes on your brick. You know, I can't even think what you call those things, but you know, 2. You gotta measure it 2, right to the edge. And then I'm putting something at the end there because we're going to make it look more like a boat from the outside. So then when you go up to the next level, you're doing the same thing. 2, 2, 2, 2 over, 2 over, 2 over. See that? 2 over, boom, 2 over. And then you're staggering it. 2 over, 2 over, and then we're going to try to make the front of this look a little more like a nose. So we got to play and figure it out, you know? It's the same thing, 2 over though. You're just bringing it 2 inside on this part. And then we're going about halfway up. And you got to get that brick in there right. No, I guess it's not halfway. Maybe it's like 2/3. You can watch the video and figure it out. Sorry guys, I'm so tired, but I needed to put this video out today. I keep making little stupid tweaks. And this part's going to take a while. It's repetitive. It's the same thing over and over again here. And just what I'm trying to do on this one is make something bigger, like on the inside, as well as, you know, the surface. Because we got these, you know, I wanted to utilize cannons, be able to utilize the cannon on the boat. So that's the point. So right here, see, we're going to even, you know, go out a little further. Like that, like so. And you'll watch, you'll see how I go. I get a double wide there, but it's going to push it out, and see, it's giving it that look. Got to get the look. And then I put frost pine at the bottom here just to make that a little more sturdy, because it's a stronger wood to use. So that just, you know, provides some strength. And I'm doing kind of the same thing on the back here a little bit. I boated out 2 on the first one, and then we're just going to go pretty much straight up from here. We might knock, I think, yeah, I guess we knock it out one more time here. And you're trying to make it, and you got to get it in there perfect so you can actually square it off. So you got to make sure. So I'm just kind of, you're watching me figure it out for the most part too. So there you go. That's your base of your boat. Then we're gonna start adding balloons for floating. And it's gonna be up to you. And the route I end up going with this boat is I like boats that I can A, be in the water, and B, I like to fly. So you can do the boats with the reverse and all that too. I have tried that since then, and I don't think I put a video out of that. and maybe I'll find it and put it out because I know somebody was suggesting that in a previous video. And right now, see, I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just placing blocks because I know that I'm going to try to build as much of the engine inside the hull of the boat as I can. So that's what we're doing. We're experimenting. We're figuring it out. So you can build the outside of your boat too, and then like find a better way. And oh, pardon me, uncut. We're coughing and everything in this video. It's all good. If you find something that works better, I mean, please throw it in the comments. I love the feedback, guys. It's cool. It's cool getting the feedback. So if you got something that works better, let it be known. I'd like to know. So what you do here, this is for when the boat is in the water. So we're gonna line the inside as much as we can with red balloons. Now once you get it off your little your building stand and into the water, you're gonna know like how much your boat weighs. So you're actually gonna have to adjust. And then, I mean, after you're done with the basic build, you'll have to add more guaranteed because depending on how heavy it is, you're gonna know because you're taking on that much water. So you'll have to adjust and adjust and adjust. And what we're doing here is we're setting it all to channel 4 so that way when we are flying, those are gonna go back into, what am I trying to say? Deactivate. Those balloons will deactivate. And I'm adding jets right now for turning. I'm just trying to get as much as in this front nose as I can, and we'll do the same thing in the back when we get to the back. So we're just adding stuff in there. And right here, I think it's funny because I definitely added 2 chests in there and I completely forgot about it. So those chests right there are going to be completely pointless. And I meant to go back and do something there, like even now I still like want to do that, but I haven't yet. So who knows, maybe those little chests, little storage will just be secret in there because you'll see in a little bit I'm going to bury it and completely forget about it. So now we're adding some more jets. This is for going forward. So we're trying to put as much in there as we can because this is going to be a big old heavy guy. And I want to be able to go in there and adjust things. So I decided to put this doorway here because I usually just completely close it off with a wall, and I decided, hey man, let's try to put a doorway there so I can go in there and make tweaks if I need to. Because you can see like the turning ones are like, I mean those things are up there like in the front. So hopefully I did that right is what I was thinking, because if I don't tweak those right and I cover it, then I'm gonna forget about it and I can't go back and adjust those ones. So I had to make sure to get that part right when I do those tweaks. I don't think I've done it yet, as I'm just narrating this video that I've already put together. So as you can see, I'm like, how am I gonna do this? Oh, it's not gonna fit. Like it didn't fit, so you have to like play with it. Cause I'm like, I'm trying to make a doorway now, because I also want to use these engine block pieces here to make, for my jets. So I'm trying to make a doorway out of it and then still make it look all right. So it's like, what do you do? But we'll figure it out because we always do, and I sure did figure it out. And I'm gonna tell you, this is this little vehicle right now. Oh man, I love it. I love it. I love it. So dumb too. Like I just figured this out. I don't know how I didn't even try this before, but I flew one of my vehicles from the main island to the DLC island here, the Lost Isles. I did not know that they were connected, that you could just fly from one to the other. That just changed my whole world. So that's like even cooler. So now I need this massive ship that I can actually move, you know, lots of materials around for whatever the next DLC there is, the Dark Forest or whatever. So this is more for turning. We're just adding some more turning thrusters in here for the back of the boat. And, we got our doorway, like I said, so we can go in there and tweak it. And let me tell you, by the end of my tweaks, and not even in this video, but because like I said, you're gonna have to tweak it once you get off the block. So, and I didn't add it all in there, because if I would have, this video would have never ended, you know. But I end up adding so many little jets here for like the turning and for speed in the end, because you'll see I put a lot, but it wasn't enough, you know. I mean, it would still go forward. It just wasn't fast. Now I got it to like it's where it's a decent speed, and you know it flies and it turns on a dime and all that good stuff. Yeah, but this is the part where you got to pay attention like to what you're doing, because like I've said in previous videos, it has to be diagonal. Whatever you do on the front left side, you have to do the opposite in the back on the back left side. So because that's how you're getting your more on a dime turning. And then of course you want to pick whatever you want, man. I choose wood because I want it to look like a pirate ship. So you can use whatever you want. I've made an aircraft carrier with stone before. You can watch it probably in a past video. I've recorded that. I'm sure of it. It's somewhere. I had it. I crashed it. It's gone now. But I mean, it takes a lot of balloons to lift with that stone. So if you're trying to fly. And on the water, that thing was the aircraft carrier was it was so slow. But yeah, you're just gonna pick what you want, and then you're gonna decide, you know, do I want stairs? Where do I want stairs? I've used just my, because we created everything staggered up, so you can use the side of your boat as stairs if you want to. But I chose to add stairs in the middle, so you'll see me do that here eventually. Right now we're just doing what fits, and we're trying to keep it in with our lines, trying not to go over, like just keep it all perfect, because the more straighter everything is, like I've said in past videos, the more even it is, the more even you're gonna fly or float or whatever you're trying to do. So keeping everything lined up and as weight evened out on either side as possible is the best way to go with it. So that's what we're doing. I chose to just use slats right here, which I really shouldn't have, because if I ever decide to go back in for those chests that I'm burying right now, I'm going to have to do that one slat at a time, and that's silly. I think that's what it did right there. And then we're going to add a cabin to the back of it, because you got to have like some kind of captain's quarters on top, right? I just feel like that's a must. So I really like these new pieces right here for this. I think it's for the salty set. The two-door wall, that's what it is. But I chose that as my wall for my cabin. I like how it has those push-out windows, because each one of those push-out windows is like its own little shelf that you can display stuff on, which I thought was kind of a cool thing for decorating it anyways. And same thing, you're just gonna even everything out, add your doorway. The one thing I don't like is when you do put a doorway on any kind of boat, if you have a boat or ship or vehicle of any sort, once you take it off the little stands there, that door is gonna fall off. So it's more about door shape. I'm gonna add stairs so I can make a whole nother level up top. Got to get the stair down to the hole in the right spot, and I chose I love the spiral staircases. I'm sure you've seen me put that on a lot of things. And we got to figure out what we want to do on top, and and that's it. That's all I did for the building. So like, I mean, everything else is decorating at that point. Like, what do you want on your ship? And that's what you're seeing now. And that I've added the balloons. So when you add these balloons, obviously you add the deactivated balloons because you want it on the opposite channel as your floating balloons. So that way, and what that also provides is when you're up in the air and you deactivate your flying balloons, your floating balloons activate, so you don't crash right into the ground, you kind of float down, which is huge. in keeping vehicles alive longer, we'll say. I'm just gonna show you here, we're just doing some flying. We're gonna fly over to a nearby enemy village and shoot some cannonballs at them. That's the plan. But ship worked out great. For the flying part of it, I actually needed to, what is it called, the mast. I needed to add the mast there to be able to put a bunch of balloons in the middle to keep it like, you know, even and flying up. And plus it kind of looks like a sail, so it kind of works out. I chose to put the steering wheel on the very tip of the boat because when you glitch out, it sucks, and so you glitch out, you know, end up behind your seat. At least you're in the middle of the boat and you can still see, so that's awesome. I'll put that little light on a swivel. I ended up taking that off because it's kind of stupid and you can't really see anything with it. But as you can see, it turns alright. It turns alright. Look at that thing. Oh yeah, it's super nice. We're gonna come in here and we're gonna attack these guys. And I just wanted to throw, you know, while this attack is about to take place, I've had people ask me what the seed is to my island. So when we're about to hit the credits here of this video, after the credits, there's gonna be a little scene of what I'm working on currently. With my next video is gonna be an update of my house. And the seed for my map is on there, so check that out. I'd also like you to comment on the video about the what you think the room is that I'm currently building in my house is. Comment. Thanks for watching, guys. Like, subscribe, and comment, man. Appreciate it. Peace.